This is the problem set for exercises 1.5, and we're jumping to 21 before we even get started. And what they're asking you to do for 21 to 30 is just find the mistakes. 31 to 48, you're supposed to use the associative property to rewrite each of the following. So what they're doing is, so like for 32, we have 5 plus 6 plus x. They just want you to write this in another way. Now when you add all of these together, what are you adding? You're adding the numbers, so we're going to put those in a group and then put the x by itself because you're not going to combine those two. It just shows what you're going to combine. So that's what you're doing, 31 to 48. When you get to 49, just apply the distributive property. So let's say number 50, you have 5 times x plus 3. They just want you to take 5 times x plus 5 times 3 and leave that as your answer there. Numbers 61 to 80. Again, you're applying the distributive property. So let's jump all the way down to number 80. And they have 3 times 5x plus 6 plus 20. So we're going to do that and get 15x. We're going to do that and get 18 plus 20. And now the only thing you can add are these numbers because you can't add things with variables. So we have 15x plus 38 then for our answer. When you have one like 74, 74 is 1/3 times 6x plus 9y. So we're multiplying those two. So we can make these into fractions if we want. So we multiply the numerators first, 6. Then we multiply the denominators, 3, and we tag the x on there right there. Now we take the 1/3 and multiply the numerators over the denominators, and we have that. Then we have to look and note that 6 over 3 is the same as 2, 9 over 3 is the same as 3, and that's what we get for our answer for number 74. Alright, so as we continue through these lessons, 81 up through 104, some problems that you will see later. Apply the distributive and simplify if possible. So let's jump all the way to 96. We have 12 times 1/4 x plus 2/3 y. So we're going to make this a fraction, multiply this times this, and we get 12 times 1 is 12, 4 times 1 is 4. Then we're going to take that times that. I'm going to bring the plus sign down. 12 times 2 is 24, 1 times 3 is 3. Tag the y on. 12 over 4 is 3. 24 over 3 is 8, and we get our answer right there, and that's what they want you to do. Okay, let's see, 105 to 113, those are some story problems there. They are pretty obvious story problems, I think. Let's see. Well, you're getting dressed for work. This is 105. A man puts on his socks and puts on his shoes. Are these two statements, put on your socks and put on your shoes, commutative? Okay, we're going to skip that one. 107, skip that. 109, skip that one. And 111. Jose works at a winery. His monthly salary is $2,400. To cover his taxes and retirement, they take $480 from his check to pay for his taxes. So he doesn't make $2,400. He ends up going home. His take-home pay is $2,400 minus that $480. And then they want you to find out then how much he makes during the whole year. So you can take $480 from that and get $1,920. Right? That's how much he actually gets to take home each month. Well, they want to know how much he makes in a whole year, so you multiply that by 12. All right, 113 is very similar to this. that we just did, so I'm going to leave that one up to you, and that's it for the problem sets for lesson 1.5 in elementary algebra.